Hi Aries, welcome to your September general forecast. So I will be doing your general finances, health, love, and your oracle cards, okay? Plus I'll also be doing a single spread. I have to do it in one go because it's really time consuming. And there are a lot of people who's been requesting for singles readings, so let me just do it in one recording. Alright, let's take a look, Aries. Let's put it here first. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. You know, there are some Aries people right now or couples has been like trying to have a baby, and finally it's gonna be positive this month. But the problem that I can see here is not with you, because your partner seems to be like getting off track and inducing more of their own entertainment. And there will be a truth that will be discovered by the end of this month, okay? So be prepared. Now let's take a look at your finances. Mm-hmm. You need to balance your diet and you need to eat healthy food. You're not really eating properly for the past few weeks. No. Now, there are two things that I can see here, one for couples and one for singles. Singles, if you find out that right now you're pregnant, you will somehow discover the truth by the end of this month that your partner is doing something right behind you. And it's with somebody from the past. The revelations will come to you because of an accidental message or phone call from somebody that is already familiar to you. Okay? Now, for couples, if you've been waiting to have a baby for such a long period of time, or if you've been planning to have a family, it will be positive. Okay, that's the good news. Now, the bad news is if you're with a water sign, definitely this person is doing something behind your back. Okay, especially if they've been like spending so much time outside and they've been going home late at night, or they've been doing a lot of overtimes. Definitely they're doing something behind your back, which is you will be discovering something by the end of this month, and you already have a hunch. So just follow your instinct and listen to what your intuition is telling you, because you know where to go, you know where to look at emails, phone calls, messages, WhatsApp, Viber, or whatever it is. Definitely there's something that you're going to see, and there's something that you're going to be discovering. Now, expect that when you confront your partner, they're still going to deny everything, and they're still going to turn tables against you. But you need to have an evidence so that you can, rub it off their face that they are really conniving with somebody. And this is somebody from work or somebody from the past. You already know who this is, so listen to your instinct and don't try to brush it off, and don't even listen to their denials or to their alibis, okay? Trust your own instinct. You know who this person is. Now, for singles, if you find out that you're pregnant, there will be more stress and there will be more, let's say, emotional problems that will be getting into your relationship, and it's going to take a toll on you. Your partner right now, or your especially if you're not yet married. The person who impregnated you will be responsible to you financially, but I feel like if you'll be expecting this person to marry you or be with you or be domesticated, this is not really the right time for you to keep your hopes up or for you to put your hopes up. All right? Now, because you'll feel stuck, and even if you will try to communicate, it will just fall on deaf ears. So, there will be a lot of struggles and there will be a lot more arguments, there will be a lot more struggles and confrontations that will just land into nothing. So, I also feel like you will be a little bit sensitive when it comes to your pregnancy. So be very careful with the stress and be very careful in getting so upset. Now, there is somebody who's going to be coming your way, and I feel like this is an old friend. Somebody who's been like trying to get in touch with you, but I feel like you need to check your mails. Okay, because this person has been trying to get in touch with you or trying to send you a message, but they cannot really get through to you. Could be it's falling into the, it's getting straight into the junk mail. Okay, but this person's been trying to get in touch with you to see you once again. This is a young fire sign. Okay, either this is a young family member or an old friend from the past. And I feel like you're so problematic about finances right now, which is I'll be getting down into your finances right later on, okay? Also, an earth sign from the past will start coming back into your life. Somebody who had left you right when you needed them the most, or somebody who had abandoned you during the time of your distress or crisis. Now, let's take a look at your finances. You want to earn more. You feel like you deserve to have more. You feel like you've been working so hard, but you're being less compensated with all the things and with all the efforts that you've been, giving and contributing to your company. Now you want to resign and you're thinking of quitting, but this is not really the right time this month. Wait until October. Or if you really want to resign, you can just give them a grace period of 30 days, and during those 30 days, you will have 3 job interviews until October 15th. Okay? But you will be signing a new job contract around 15th, 16th, or 17th. Don't expect anything, especially if there will be like something that's going to come your way around September 25th. There will still be more finalizations, and you will still have to go through some, some sort of a process for you to finalize everything. So October will still be the start of your new job or new project or new endeavor. Also, if you're thinking of doing your own side business, you can just do online, but try to avoid easy money making scheme, because definitely you're gonna get duped for a huge amount of money. Okay, now there is a project that will be given to you, or there's a project that you will be getting into, but before you say yes, before you invest, before you before you sign the contract, try to understand all the pros and cons of this and try to look into the the fine prints, because don't rush into anything right now. You still have time. You don't really have to rush it just because that you're so afraid that there is a competitor that might just take it away from you. Now you need to study all of it so that you won't regret it later on, because I feel like you're already at the crossroads, and if you really want to resign, if you're going to take over this responsibility or this project or this task, then most likely you cannot go or you cannot quit around the month of October. All right? But either way, your wish will be fulfilled. Now, let's pull out for more clarifications. Plus, I feel like there will be 2 older women that will be backing you up. One is a water sign, one is an air sign, and an older fire sign as well, or air sign. This is around 40s, this is around her late 30s, and this is around 40s to 50s. Okay, so there are two air signs or one fire sign that will be backing you up and will definitely get you there. Okay, to the position that you've been aiming, or to the position or job that you've been really looking into. Now, let's take a look at your health. Um, you need to have a balanced diet. That's one thing. You also need to eat on time, and you need to watch your diet. I feel like you're not really eating so much, or you're not really eating at the right amount. I know that you've been going through some sort of a depression for the past few weeks, but you need to look after your health and you need to look after yourself. Also, take care of your teeth because I feel like it's time for you to go to the dentist. Plus, if you have an implants, be careful in in like redoing it again. This is not really the right time to go into any other dental surgery. Try to let this period pass until the end of this month. If you can postpone it, if it's not really that emergency, okay? But in overall, I feel like it's time for you to go and visit your dentist. Plus, you may also get some support or more ideas on how to, you know, how to be more healthy. And if you've been trying to lose weight, you don't really have to lose so much weight to the extent of being anorexic. All right? Because that's not really good and that's not even healthy anymore. You're becoming overly obsessed in your weight. Now, I also feel like you need to go on a vacation, or you need to spend some time with your loved one away on a vacation or a quick out of town trip, or, well, if you can afford it, a out of the country out of the country trip or travel. Okay, it'll be good for you because you're overly stressed out, you're too consumed, you're too tired, and you're too distressed and depressed. Okay, now be careful when it comes to your elbows, and you will be feeling some tingling around your ulnar part. See this half of your fingers, the pinky and the ring finger. You'll feel some tingling here, tingling sensation, and numbness. I don't feel like it's related to heart, but it's more related to your nerve. Plus, take a look and visit your optometrist because I feel like it's time for you to go and have a check with your left eye. Now, I also feel like some genetic problems or some genetic health problems will start kicking in and will start, attacking you this week, especially the first 2 weeks of September. So try to get in touch with more competitive doctor about your whatever it is that you're feeling, because you've been getting some wrong diagnosis about the things that you've been feeling. If you notice that it's just getting worse, okay? Now, your depression is coming from your relationship. I feel like you need to divert your attention or get into a new hobby or travel because you love traveling anyway. You love seeing places, getting in touch with different people and seeing different cultures and traditions. And I feel like it's going to help you to brush it off or to whisk it off. If you can, swimming can also help you out. Now, there is an old traditional medicine to something that you've been feeling, especially if you've been having some redness in your skin and you're not really allergic into anything, but it usually reacts when the weather changes or when the season changes. It's more of a passed on genetic disease or genetic, thing already. So just try and check out with the doctor. Don't just apply any other cream. Okay, it is from your father's side. Plus, you will be so happy and you will be a little bit Well, even though there are a lot of things that's been going on in your relationship right now, but you will also be happy because finally the day that you've been waiting to come to conceive and to have the positive news about carrying a baby is already here. Okay? So just be very careful because I feel like you'll be a little bit sensitive when it comes to your pregnancy. Now, let's take a look at your, well, for the single Aries, okay? I'll be doing a different spread for you. And then I'll be pulling out your oracle cards. Now let's take a look at your how do I find love spread and your sex life for this month. Now for all those singles that's not really looking into their love life or is not really interested in meeting somebody, then just try to look into your general reading, okay? I'm sorry, I have rhinitis, okay? I'm allergic to weather changes. That's why sometimes you can hear the sound that I'm like puffing or something. Well, single Aries, you're not really, well, it's for singles. You're not really interested in meeting anyone at this point. And I feel like the last person that you have dated just gave you a lot of nightmare, and you feel like your love life right now is so cursed from meeting horrible people, men or women, and you're already losing your hope, okay, in meeting the right one because you've been single for quite some time already, and you don't even know if it's still worth dating or going out there. Now, you need to leave somebody behind, or you need to leave a past or memories behind. You know, because I feel like you're still entangled or you're still being casual with somebody who had left you and abandoned you for someone else. Even though you still have very strong feelings for this person, how do you expect for love to come into your life if you cannot void that space that they've been occupying until now? Even though they're already with somebody, you are that very generous or giving to still entertain them every time they needed you. It's time for you to void up that space in your life and in your heart and let that person go. Let that person be with the one that they have already chosen. Okay? Instead of you settling down for something less. When you can have something as your own, something exclusive and something that you can call as your own, instead of sharing that person with somebody else. Well, this month, I feel like you're going to be taking a break. Well, it's a very short break from dating, but I feel like the one that you're still going to be settling, or the one that you're still going to be considering for a relationship is a young fire sign that will be coming back into your life. Okay? Even though it was such a struggle and even though it was such a great ordeal being with this person when you were still together, you're still going to give another chance for this person to come back into your life and try it once again. No, it's already up to you. And I feel like there will be more of an obsession that's gonna happen between the two of you. You will try to pull out the strength because you have a very like deep and deep sexual connection. Let's just put it that way. And you do have a lot of great chemistry, but when it comes to maturity in relationships, that is where you always clash. That is where you always argue, and that is where you always walk away from each other. You need to balance because you are more stronger, you're more matured, and you're more aware than this person is very immature and childish. Now, just be very careful because I feel like this person also loves changes and have some problems in being faithful and loyal. Okay, just make sure that you're the only one in their lives and not just as another option, because I feel like there's still somebody else that this person is not really telling you. And this is another person who is so discontented, okay, with whatever they have. They'll just keep on looking for more and more and more and more. So just just sorry, just be very careful in making that choice. It's gonna come around September 17th to 25th, okay? This young fire sign. But for the meanwhile, I feel like you're gonna be taking a very short break when it comes to dating and when it comes to love. hmm That flipped out, finances and career. All right, let's take a look. What is the message for you? hmm Hmm. Well, you're only thinking that this is really the right one for you because you thought they're your soulmate. Anyway, and lastly, for your career or life purpose. Okay, Aries. Especially for those who's been having a lot of problems and frequent arguments over petty stuff, and everything just blows out of proportion, and it's already taking a toll on you. You're so tired and you don't even want to see your partner every day, when you get home. There is definite um there is a definite thing about your arguments and about you fighting all the time. One of you will be walking away, one of you will just decide to move on, and one of you will just call it quits. You know that right from the very beginning that you're the only one who's been like thinking that this is your soulmate. But you love your partner more than your partner loves you. But to be fair, your partner also contributed a lot of a lot of efforts just to make it work. But in a relationship, it can't always be even. That even if you love your partner so much, that doesn't mean that your partner will also love the same value or the same, same weight. Now, it's going to be hard for you to accept that even though you're already expecting to end up this way, it's still, when the change is already there, it's still hard to accept, but you will manage because the person that's going to be coming your way definitely is going to be the right one for you. Now, even though you have a past life connection with this person, I feel like it's more of like a karmic soulmate or karmic connection, but not really your destiny. Now, As I've said, the next person that will be coming into your life is definitely the right one for you. You also need to contribute, and you also need to make the effort instead of playing games. That whenever you do something, or whenever it's like you give something, you expect you expect for them to give something back to you. Okay, love is unconditional, and that is also something that you need to learn and to study. Now, the next relationship that you'll be in, you need to give it a chance and don't try to wall yourself up. Not because that you're trying to shield yourself from getting hurt doesn't mean that you're not going to get hurt. Actually, you are just starting it. Okay, you're just inviting the negative energy for it to happen. Now, the next person will be into your life, which is your new love. But I feel like this will be around the end of this month towards October, and this is somebody that you already know. Okay, you will have deep chemistry, deep connection, and this person can make you happy, can make you laugh during your downtimes, and will be a very good companion and not really selfish. Your feelings for each other will start to go deeper as you get to know each other, and this is going to be the brand new beginning that you've been waiting for. Now, as for your oracle cards, this is from the wisdom of the oracle, okay? The deep knowing. Before you make a decision about something, or before you pass on your judgment, make sure that you have the details, you have the solid facts, and you have the solid evidence. Even they deny, or do whatever it is, or turn the tables against you, you can just present it to them. You can just present it right in front of them, that here I have the evidence. Okay. And I also feel like it's time for you to revisit your family or your home, because you will be finding more support and comfort in your own family. And I also feel like it's time for you to declutter and clean up the cobwebs of lies and bad memories, darkness, and negative energies. If you need to meditate, do so. Okay? You need to spiritually and emotionally detoxify. Now, oracle cards, Aries. There are two things. Either you have to hone your skills in reading cards or reading the tarots, and you need to be a little bit more familiar. Let your guides choose the right cards for you, and don't just choose just because that you feel like that is what the other readers are doing or using. Let your guides take you to the right path, and let your guides choose the right card for you. Okay, because I feel like this is also part of your life purpose. Now, you have a gift of oration, and people do listen to you when you talk. So I feel like this is also part of your, this is going to be a part of your what do you call this, like career or life destiny, for you to do some counseling on those people who's been going through the same thing as you, because you are a light worker and you're already in the right path. Energy healing is also something that you need to study, which is Reiki or chakra fixing or unblocking chakra and stuff like that. And you also need to use your creative expression or creativity to start this whole new career. All right. So anyway, that's it for you for this month, Aries. And if you would like to have your own personalized readings, you may talk to me live on the phone or live video calls. Just go and visit me at my website at sophiaangel.net. Blessings to you.